Today's video is a yin practice with a guided meditation at the end. So we're really going to slow down and get into the body. If you have props like blocks, a blanket, a bolster, grab them. If you don't have those, you can always use a pillow. And if you don't have props at all, that is also okay. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Today's practice is yin. We will be holding postures a little bit longer, constricting blood flow to different joints in the body and then releasing. If you have props, you can grab them, but you can do this practice prop-free. We will get started seated. Cross your shins, let your palms rest down on your thighs. Feel the length of your spinal column from your sits bones all the way up through the crown of your head. Slight tuck in your chin. Just start to breathe. Visualizing the breath travel from your sits bones, the base of your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. Feel that space below your navel pull back and up, creating a J shape, activating and drawing awareness to the sacral chakra energy point, which includes our hips. And that is where we will do a lot of opening today, inner and outer hips. Releasing that energy so we can use it in other ways. Start to deepen the breath. In through your nose. Open mouth, exhale out through your mouth. Another deep breath in, fill up, expand. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Maybe you bring your hands on your heart, on your belly, maybe that space below your navel. Really just connecting to that sacral chakra. And as you place your hands there, just noticing maybe what comes up. You start to visualize that color orange, which resonates in that area. Just start to swing your right leg out to the side and back behind you. So your left shin is going to be parallel to the top of your mat. Then soften your right inner thigh down. Use your hands to hold yourself up. If it feels good, you can lower all the way down to your upper back. Just starting to open up through the outer hip, the inner thigh. Just knowing, connecting to that creative, expressive part of the self. The affirmation, I am creative. It's safe to express myself. I am in touch with my feelings. And if one of those affirmations has registered with you, you can go ahead and keep it. Use that as something to draw your mind back to this moment and this focus. Slowly start to rise. We're going to find a deer pose variation. So find a long flat back over your left shin. You may need to do some adjustments with your right leg, so maybe moving it forward or lengthening it behind you. Allow your forearms to come down. If you have a bolster or a pillow, you can place it between your belly and your left thigh. And just coming back to whatever affirmation stuck with you. I am in touch with my emotions. Our hips hold a lot of stress and tension. And this is a primal stress and tension. So it is something that we might have learned to survive. Survival mechanism that is deep, deep rooted. Feel that space below your belly button start to re-engage, or maybe you just send the focus there. And then as you breathe, feel that energy from that space radiating through the rest of your body. So visualizing it. Allowing it to dissipate. As you settle in here, connecting even deeper, just feel that empowerment to stay. That connection to whatever feelings are coming up. Use that as empowerment. If you feel that urge to move, just stand up to that urge. Use the breath to stay. Slowly start to lift your torso up. Really take your time here. You're gonna move into Sukhasana, easy seat. If half lotus is in your practice, you can go ahead and cross your right shin into your left hip crease. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold over your shins. Let your fingertips meet your mat. And if you have a block, a bolster, you can go ahead and rest your forehead on top of it. We aren't using force here to soften the body down, rather the breath. So every exhale, allowing the body to soften. Oftentimes with an imbalanced sacral chakra, we will feel low back pain. This is a result of all of that tension we might be holding up from lack of empowerment or trust with the self when interacting with others, maybe feeling out of touch with our emotions. So right here, as you settle in, just let your low back release. Then slowly start to roll up, uncross your legs. You can find any movement in the hips. And just go ahead and lie back. Take a supported fish variation. Allow your neck to open, your head to fall back. Right here, we're just allowing that energy that has been held and released to flow throughout the rest of the body. So you might feel a tingling sensation up from your hips or down to your toes. Slowly start to sit back up. We'll find the other side. Bring your right shin parallel to the top of your mat. Swing your left leg to the side and then out behind you. And just allow your back body to fall towards the mat. You can always stay up on your hands. Allow your left inner thigh to soften down towards the earth. Getting into the other hip. Breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe your eyes are closed. Feeling that deep sense of connected energy. Feeling deeply connected to your emotions. Maybe physically asking yourself, how am I feeling right now? And whatever answer is coming through, whatever is coming through, sticking with it instead of running or hiding from it. Slowly start to rise and fold over your right shin. Make any adjustments you need. You want to find that space where you feel the sensation, but it's not too much to hold. Just falling into that flexion in the right hip. If your mind has started to wander, maybe return to your affirmation. Whatever that was. I am in touch with my feelings. It is my right to be joyful and find pleasure. Just some affirmations that connect to the sacral chakra and energy point in the body. few more breaths right here. Slowly start to rise. Take your time, cross your left shin in front of your right, or you can find that half lotus. Place your left foot in your right hip crease. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Really allowing your fingertips, your forearms to rest down on your mat as you pull your tailbone back and allow your forehead to just drop towards your mat. Focusing again on the breath, on that affirmation. The intention of focusing on the energy in the body instead of the matter that is the physical body. Letting the shape of the pose drift away. It's not important. It's about connecting to that deeper space, allowing the body to open through movement so we can connect a little bit deeper. Breathing into the back body just as much as you're breathing into that space below your navel. Not only does this energy point exist in the front, in the middle of the body, but also the back. Feeling that fullness, slowly start to roll up. Windshield wiper your legs. And then we'll find that fish pose. Release your forearms down. Support your low back with your hands and then let your head fall back. Just allowing that energy through the hips to dissipate. Slowly start to rise up. And we'll find a half hero's pose here. So bend your left knee and then just start to lie back. Maybe you lie all the way back onto your shoulder blades. Maybe you stay lifted up on a pillow or up on a block. Just being mindful of your left knee. And as you breathe, feel that space below your navel pull down towards your mat and then up. Keeping that engagement just in the back of your mind. As you breathe, maybe you feel your left hip, your left quad start to soften. If your left foot or your left ankle feels like it is falling asleep, that is okay. Allow your shoulder blades to widen down into your mat. Slowly start to rise. Just be mindful of your left knee and your foot if it's asleep. You can shake it out. Find lizard on the right. Plant your right foot to the top of your mat. Create space through your left hip flexor. You can stay up on your hands, or maybe you drop down to your forearms. And just notice why you're choosing what you choose. So if you came down to the forearms, why? There's no right, no wrong. It's just a question. Maybe are you trying to fit this pose too specifically? Are you allowing the body to be creative when finding this pose? As you connect deeper, maybe you feel a calm, light energy flow through the body. Slowly start to release. Find tabletop, swivel your hips around in a circle, just finding some movement, realigning the spine. We'll find that half hero's pose on the other side. Bend your right knee, place your right foot next to your right hip and lower on down. This side will probably feel different. Just be mindful of your right knee. Just make sure there's no pain or pulling in the knee. If you have that, come up and out of it a little bit. Maybe you support yourself on your forearms or stay seated. It's okay if your low back has a slight arch in it, as long as you keep that visualization of the energy flowing up the base of your spine, up through the back of your head, and then engaging your navel back towards your spine. How is this experience different than the other side? Notice if your breath has become stagnant. You might notice space opening up in the hips. You can always adjust a little bit to soften into those spaces. Check them out. Slowly start to rise up. Just be mindful of your right knee. Shake it out if you need. Lizard on the left. Bring your left foot to the top of your mat. Create space for your right hip flexor by walking your right foot back. And place your palms down on the inside of your left foot. Stay lifted. If you have the space, maybe you drop down to your forearms. You can find some movement side to side and then settle into stillness. The body is still, but the breath is still running smooth and fluid throughout the body. This breath that has been with us our whole lives, and it knows the stresses and the tensions in the body. Just allow it to do its work. Start to come out, come to a tabletop. You can rock your hips side to side. Lower all the way down to your backs. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide. Arms splay open by your side, palms face up. And this is where we'll stay for the rest of our practice. If you want to find a more traditional Shavasana, you can extend your legs out in front of you to the top of your mat. Really let yourself get comfortable. Draw your awareness back to that space underneath your belly button, your sacral chakra. Just start to visualize the color orange. Feel that color orange through the body. What does that color orange feel like? What does it taste like? It's really exploring that color. How does that connect to that space in the body? The hips, the womb area. Start to feel that area of the body as a body of water, a calm body of water. No waves, just that clear, smooth surface. A little sparkle from the sun down on the surface. That cool, calm energy. And maybe some flowers, some greenery around. the flowers being that orange color. Might feel very feminine, very soft. Maybe you are lying in this body of water. Lying on the top of the surface, floating. You feel that cool, refreshing water on your back. And that is where you can stay, where you can rest. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you need to. But if it's time for you to bring yourself back, do so slowly. Feel your body lying on your mat. Feel your breath at its natural cadence. Feel that deep, deep connection to your emotions and your creativity. So as you exit the mat today, move on into your day, just keeping that in mind. Slowly start to roll to your right or left side if it serves you. Make your way to a seated position. You can bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Namaste.